So that's main camera basically, because it's not about me, it's about you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this legend here is Nick Tandy.
How you doing, mate?
Very well yourself, really appreciate your time. I want to start with the Nurburgring first of all. 6 minute 47 was what Lars got.
Correct.
I want to know what you got.
So I held the record
Yeah.
for about 45 minutes at 6:49.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, that's enough risk, because a GT2 at Nurburgring without a full cage,
what could possibly go
at
wrong?
335 kilometers an hour on road tyres, on road suspension, is not fun.
No, I can imagine.
And being a young father of two, I considered all the risks that I should be taking, and thought that's pretty much fast enough. Lars, however, fair play to him, he went out there and said, right, I want another couple of goes. And
well, I heard you just got off a plane, had you not?
yeah, I'd just come back from Austin from a week.
Yeah. Was that not a test drive for your new car then?
No, but
So, it's not the elephant in the room, because I think you're quite happy to talk about it, but obviously this switch to Formula E and affects you. How do you feel about it?
I've lost my job.
Really?
Well, I've lost my job in WC and LMP1, that's it's a fact. So everyone that works on that project, which is a lot of people, are disappointed. Everybody that's involved in WC, everyone that likes watching sports car racing and Le Mans racing is disappointed, of course, because it was so good for so long, and I've just got back in the team. Just got back in, the LMP1 car, and now I know that that's not going to be coming in the near future. This ultimate level of winning at Le Mans.
Yeah.
So yes, it's disappointing hugely, but Porsche not pulling out of motorsport. Let's make it clear.
So, but do you know what you'll do next year with regards to, well in 2 years' time? You do, yeah? And is that GT racing?
We'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
Because it's not finally, Porsche need to decide which series and what they're going to commit to. But until that kind of happens, you can more or less think what would be likely that I'd be doing based around previous seasons and things like this. So let's see.
Does Formula E excite you?
From a technical and manufacturer level race series, yes. Have I historically enjoyed watching the races? Not so much. However, do I think that it's going to be a lot better in the future? Yes. I think the one thing that I do like about working with Porsche is developing race cars, and because you've got so much scope in LMP1 to do what you like with stuff, it's great, and you can be have an input on what's happening with your race car and the whole race team,
and that follows through to a road car eventually. It's this whole
exactly
sports car.
Do I think that the Formula E and the e-performance stuff is going to be exciting? Yeah, absolutely. It's it's another technological way of developing road cars and race cars.
So the WEC and the Formula E calendars are pretty much going to be synced from 2018, 2019, isn't it, with that kind of overlap? Do you rather be in the WEC competing at Le Mans, albeit in a GT car, or would you rather be in Formula E with the Works team?
Good. I want to stay. I want to race with Porsche.
Yeah.
And I want to race, as always, I want to race their highest level championship, whatever that might be. When I was racing Carrera Cup, I wanted to race in Intercontinental Le Mans Challenge, as it was, and then ALMS and things like that. And then they started doing the factory teams in WEC, and then it became an aspiration to race the LMP1 car. At the end of the day, we are employees as drivers, and we get asked and basically told what we'll be doing. So you can say, okay, I'd like to race this, I'd like to do this event, and I'd like to race on this continent rather than this continent or whatever. But ultimately, it's not your decision.
Yeah.
I know that all of us are lucky just to have the chance to race any car professionally. So if Porsche have asked you to do that and they're paying you to do that, then you're in a super lucky position. So it's a very privileged place to be.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Like, great attitude on that, I think, to be fair, because I would be raging personally. Carrera Cup, JTR. It's been a good year.
We've had a great time. Yeah, it's been really good, and the season's finished now. We had we didn't manage to take a championship in the end, but
only just.
Yeah, it was really close. We scored the most points, the most driver points of anybody, but lost out on drop scores. And the team has been around. Well, we started the team in 2006, so we're not a young team. We're not a new team, but it's our first year that we've moved away from the Formula stuff, the Formula racing, and into sports cars and Porsche, naturally because of my links. And the good thing was that we've got a great group of people in the team already, staff-wise, and we managed to get some really good drivers. That was the other thing. Lewis Plato and Dino Zamparelli and Theo Elenos. They've all been
great lineup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
how important is that side of things to you?
The team side of it. Most of the time, it's a complete pain in the arse.
I love the honesty.
And it's like I get to winter every year and I think, why the hell am I doing this? You're scratching around looking for drivers and you're looking for partners and you're looking for customers in the spring, and I'm thinking, I don't need this. I don't make any money out of it. I don't take a wage out of it. All I keep it going to keep the people that I employ in a job. Maybe at some point, if I retire and it's still going, and then it might be something that I can do. But I know from doing this for long enough now that trying to make a business out of running a race team is virtually impossible. It's good fun, and I think it gives me another view on the sport as well.
Really?
So as a driver, I think it gives me an extra view of how a race team operates. Yeah. It's also like coaching other drivers. Yes, I'm there and I can teach people what I know and stuff like that. But also I get to see all these other drivers and how they drive. And I'm, you never stop learning. You never stop learning. So it doesn't do any harm from that point of view.
Okay, so to pull it back to today, and obviously while we're at Silverstone and this car of yours alongside Derek Bells and Richard Atwood's, I mean, how cool is that, having a car
I know
after yourself, Seriously cool.
When I first saw the first renderings of it, I mean, to think that a factory like Porsche are actually producing a car out of the production line that comes with my name on the side and my bloody race number on the side of the door.
That is absolutely
It doesn't really
awesome.
get any cooler, does it?
Yeah.
And to be, obviously Richard and Derek, they are legends. I guess, I've won some big races and I've done some good with Porsche. But it was just a great thing that Porsche GB have thought about doing, and I think it's great that we've got this in the GB market. That you've got Porsche GB and thinking about these sort of ideas and linking it with motorsport and producing cars. Anybody that think the amount of people that love Porsche and drive Porsches and go to Le Mans and watch us all the time, now you can buy a piece of that history. So
definitely, and I think it's great for you is obviously you're that link between fans of today and fans of yesterday. Some people growing up my age don't know who Richard Atwood is, rightly or wrongly, so I think you're that bastion for my generation, I would say, as the guy, the Brit that went back to Le Mans with Porsche and brought home the car.
Yeah, it's good to hear you say that.
But from my point of view, couldn't answer a better bloke, so congrats and good luck for the end of this year, start next year, and beyond that. So.
Thanks a lot, mate.